Drop the level ID for the first level. Once I see they both have it ready to go, I'll give you guys a countdown. Uh-oh, where's Mark? There he is. Okay, we're good. Level ID, level ID. Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off. I quite like this level. Let's see how they like this level. Now, in testing, I did solve this both ways, both by going to the left and over the ghost rod on the left, and by going to the right and down along the bottom. I quite like this level. Let's see how they like it. What's up, Andy? Welcome in, Eagle. Welcome in, Lex Dog. Hope you're all doing fantastic. Doing my best to get the cropping taken care of here. This is a very professional stream, if you guys can't tell. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Interesting idea from chickenbob on the left. I kind of like it. Just get it in a basket and pull it back over. Simple brown solution. I'm cutting off too much of the stream. Okay, you know what? That's gonna... No, I'm being too particular about this cropping. It looks like they're both trying something similar and both opting to try to drag it along to the right. Oh, chickenbob's triangles aren't quite what he wants. Personally, I did find going right easier, but I didn't put a ton of thought into it. Like, I wasn't trying super hard. I was kind of just making both were doable in a reasonable amount of time. So I think both option is a viable option. It's just personal preference. Okay, this is the cropping we're gonna have to deal with. It's not perfect, but it's what we got. And every time I glance at chickenbob's screen, I feel like he is close to solving this first level. Wow, is this gonna solve? Oh, it didn't drag it over. Trying a smaller chain. Oh, he is so close. It feels like Mark is trying something similar, but chickenbob just found a great setup for it, like almost immediately. And wow, that's a solve. That was so fast. Okay, let me tell them. Chickenbob has a solve. That was crazy fast. Much faster than I expected. So, well done, chickenbob. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that one. So, we will go with this one next. Unintended design? I mean, it looked like you maybe unintended at first, but it looks like you figured out how to use the unintended. Like what happened pretty quickly, yeah. Okay, there's the next level. Once I see you guys both got it, we will move on to our next one. Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, this one I think will be like a pretty traditional brown solve, but let's see what they opt for. Toast Tony, how's it going? Is that someone I know from Fantastic Contraption with a different username, or are you totally new here? Either way, welcome in. Hope you're doing well on this lovely Friday evening. I think most people would have lost that one because that was a crazy round from chickenbob. That seemed way faster than I would have expected. Yeah, chickenbob going for just a regular old pult and don't know that it's quite what he wants. It is breaking because it's dropping with a lot of speed. They're both trying, just dropping a brown pult into that hole. Wow, really good pult from Mark already. Wow. Now Mark has a huge lead. Just a Chicken Bob fanboy? Let's be honest, we're all Chicken Bob fanboys. Okay, so Mark has a good design, but does it have too much backspin, and is it rolling to the left, is what I'm trying to figure out here. Let's see what he is doing with this. I think he's trying to, yeah, just get it to raise up a little bit. Probably raising up more than he wants. Okay. Not a bad idea. The problem with this is now it's going to get stuck on that green block on the right. But I'm sure he'll find a way to work with that. He could just shorten the right side of his brown rod. It looks like he's thinking. Calculations are happening in Mark's head, which is a dangerous thing. Meanwhile, Chicken Bob has tried like 3 different versions of this first pult. None of them quite working yet. What is the aim here for Mark? Will it have enough speed to just bounce up there? Wow, it does! Everything is working out for Mark on this level. Everything worked out for Chicken Bob on the first level. Everything's working out for Mark on this one. I've not seen Chicken Bob's pult here. It looks like he hasn't timed the weight yet. It's probably dropping slower than he wants. And a little to the right of where he wants. He could, that might have worked. He just needed to, I think, move the fulcrum point of the weight drop to the left, and it would end up moving the whole thing to the left. All right, Mark, what's the plan? What's the plan? Oh, Chicken Bob gets style points for using a powered wheel as an unpowered wheel by not connecting anything to it. That's a classic unconnected shuffle move by some of our unconnected shuffle legends. ID Monkey, JDC, CDJ, Compsker, Mountain Dude. Dude, there were years where it felt like the only people doing the unconnected shuffle were Compsker and Mountain Dude. Or maybe, and with the occasional like Patacoman, the occasional ID Monkey, the occasional me, and like randomly other people. Good times, good times. But the funny thing was like Mountain Dude. I don't know if you guys remember this. Definitely on the old forums and even on the new forums, I think Mountain Dude only did unconnected shuffle. It was awesome. Like that was the only thing that they did. Pauses are often a good sign to you. You know, I think I agree. Like, I think a lot of times our competitors try to move too quickly and bad things happen. Oh man, this is tight for Chicken Bob. Yeah, when I first joined Fantastic Contraption, all right, Mark is on to the final part and he's opting to go around the left of that side. I was curious which way they would try. I went down and up, so I went down to the right of the goal and up from underneath it. And it looks like he is trying to go the opposite direction. Oh, maybe he's changing his mind and trying to go from underneath. The nice thing for Mark is that this design allows him to do either option. Man, Chicken Bob's struggling with this first pult. I feel like he's getting a bit frantic now. Because he kind of... Oh, wow. Wow, what a good pult. Okay, Chicken Bob has a chance now that he's moved on to part 2. But Mark has a decent lead. Not a huge lead, because Chicken Bob has now done the hardest part. is Mark doing? I think he's just trying to get lucky with a little pult at the end of this. What is the plan, Mark? I can't quite figure out what Mark is doing. Okay, he's just trying to get really lucky with the pult. I don't know if that's the best option. Like, it feels like there are much more deterministic methods that you could go about doing this. Yeah, Eagle, I got sick of YouTube, so I just found something that will work. True, Lex Dog. Gotta let him cook. I agree, Destro. This one is a good match. That first level was... These competitions are tough because it's like impossible to know what to expect from certain players. Like, everyone's good at the game. Like, and so you just never know when someone's gonna have some crazy design and totally surpass your expectations for a level. Okay. chickenbob is trying to slide a ramp in from the left. Oh, using the orange ball. I didn't even consider that when I put that there. I mainly just put all the dynamics there for aesthetics. Yeah, this music is kind of a different vibe from what we've had, but we were not getting the interruptions that we had from our last match, and I'm happy about that. Wow, is chickenbob going to come back? Mark seems stuck right now. Like, it kind of feels like Mark is getting a little bit of tunnel vision at the moment. Okay, I mean, this has a chance for working for Mark. I don't know. He may need to get a little lucky. Oh, will it make it over that? It does? Dang, it got stuck. What a weird design. Yeah, I just feel like he could have just used a simple ramp setup of some sort. Like, you have so much vertical drop from the right side that you could just use a ramp, which is what I did in testing, a ramp or a couple of ramps to get the goal ball in, and it's much easier to tweak, in my opinion. Or do something like chickenbob is doing. Like, Mark already had the goal piece going over the top of the goal, and if he could think about dropping something like Mark is from the left down there, oh my gosh, like, even that just shows that he could have a working ramp. Oh, he just deleted a blue piece. What did he delete? That's the worst feeling. What did I do? Okay, he figured it out. Is he just going pure ramp now? Unfortunately, it's not gonna make it past the dynamic. Yeah, there you go. I'll push that dynamic down. Yep. Okay, so he has a ramp. I don't know that it's gonna have enough height though. Not quite. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Mark had such a huge lead, and now chickenbob. Well, we'll see. But it looks like chickenbob has a pretty good design working out for him so far. Yeah, like, I don't know why he's bringing it all the way in and dropping it straight down for the ramp. Like, if he starts his ramp basically from where he initially catches it all the way to the right, he would be able to get way more, a much smoother progression, right? I don't know what you would want to call that. A better transfer of potential to kinetic energy. Yeah, I just don't know what the plan is right now for Mark. He really needs to reconfigure this ramp. The ramp from the right can totally work. I just don't know that it'll work with the way he's got it set up, with the ball dropping straight down from right next to the goal instead of like rolling from the right. I haven't been able to see chickenbob's brown piece get over to the right. Okay, there it goes. It's not quite working. Chickenbob is really good with just classic brown designs. And I feel like he totally could just use a classic brown design for this ramp, but he's opting not to, which confuses me. But it might work out for him. Meanwhile, this is not working out for Mark. Yeah, more curve. If Mark had more curve on his ramp, he'd be in much better shape. I mean, maybe this works for Mark. I don't think so, though. I still think it's not going to have the speed it needs to make it up the final part of his ramp. Yeah, like that transition just is not clean. Is this it for chickenbob? Does he have it? No, he does not. Interesting design decision from chickenbob to try to use wheels to get a bridge over to the right. Would not have expected that from him. I like it. It's different. Keeps things interesting. Okay, Mark is getting closer. I think he's realizing what he needs to do. Now I think his brain's trying to work out, how do I do it? Does this work for Mark? I think the ball gets stuck on the static. Yeah, it does. Dang. Yeah, I agree. Like right now, his ramp is practically a 90-degree angle, and it's hard for a ball to roll like that. Oh, that's close! I think that's going to give him false hope, though. I think that's going to make him think he just needs a really small change, but I don't know if he's going to get much closer than he just got. But I could be wrong. Whoa, what's going on with chickenbob? What's that top part that he just added? I have no idea what's happening on chickenbob's screen. He was just getting it to the right. I don't understand the change that he made. Man, I kind of feel like both players are struggling more with the right side of this level than I expected, which is fun. Which is not what I expected. Like, I thought chickenbob would have it when he had this ramp set up on the left side of the goal, because it seems like an easy thing to just set up a ramp from the right side to the left side. Yeah, I see that now. You're right. He is trying to get a slower roll, so it drops, you know, more straight down and doesn't have to do too much like weird configuration. Oh, he's very close. I don't know if his final ramp will work or not. Right now it touches the green static. Oh, that almost looked like it was going to work for him. Yeah, finding the right difficulty setting is really tough, because sometimes you think a level's going to be more difficult than it is. Oh my gosh, Mark is so close. Because that triangle at the very end is has such a small piece to it, it does add like a little bit of fling because of FC's stretchy joints. And so like it almost feels like that could work. Like the initial drop of the ball onto that triangle, pushing the triangle down, and then the joint stretching back into place, flinging the ball back up. But I almost feel like that just is giving false hope. Yeah, I agree, Eagle. And I think that's kind of what chickenbob's counting on, is just the weight of the ball kind of helping the whole thing move down into the goal. Man, Mark is so close. Oh, is he testing it? Does this work with the second ball? Yes. Yes, it does. Wow. Okay. Chicken Bob with 2 wins. I need to give him those points. All right. Chicken Bob won the second level. Mark was so close for so long, but Chicken Bob got the win. And we will move on to our next level. Okay, let me know, guys, or don't let me know because I can see it. Once I see you both have it, and you do, we'll count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right, much more vertical level on this one. Good, I'm deafened. We should be good to go here. Yeah, that's a good point, Eagle, and that's going to be a factor here. But I don't think it's going to be a terrible factor. Chicken Bob immediately making the classic mistake of using the wrong rotation and realizing he's going to need a little more length on his ramp. Let's see how he decides to go about it. Thanks, Destro. Guys, it is tough coming up with like 35 unique-ish levels for a single competition. So hopefully that they've been good. Some have been good. Some, yeah. I'm like kind of sad that Chicken Bob solved that first one so fast because I really liked that first one. I was hoping we would get a little more time with it, but Chicken Bob's just too good. Oh, interesting cart that Chicken Bob's got going on here. A little too long of a chain there. He'll find the sweet spot. Right. Ooh, I thought that was good. He did. Oh, I see what he's doing. Just changing the chain type. And adding an additional piece to the end. That is not doing what I think he anticipated it doing. Thanks, Eagle. I appreciate that. Not a bad start from Mark. Sorry, Eagle. That's fair. Oh, Mark's cart is no longer catching. I wonder why. I kind of want Mark to change that back wheel to be unpowered. Because right now that back wheel is just continuing to drive the whole thing off to the left. And I don't think he's going to recognize that. That's what's happening. He can either make that back wheel unpowered or make the base longer. But with the current base being so... Ooh, no, don't do that. That's the opposite of what he needs. That's just going to help it roll off to the left. Yeah, okay, good choice, Mark. Unpowered wheel? Unpowered wheel. Yeah! He better not be stream sniping. I explicitly state every time we start a match, don't watch the stream. Oh, let's go, Eagle. I'm pumped about that. I was serious about a last man standing style competition. I think that would be really fun. Also, do they both now have something working? Chicken Bob, no. Mark, no. Okay, never mind. Mark started working on like the next part, and I thought he might have a functional design, but he does not yet. He's thinking. He's thinking. I agree, and I think it's the reason for that is that we're largely a like late 2000s, early 2010s community before like live stream, at least live streamed online games were a thing. Alright, does this work for Chicken Bob? I think it will. I think it does. My fear is that it would get stuck on the chain on the top of the cart, could sag a little bit and the ball could get stuck there. And he didn't quite see it fall off, but I think it does. Now let's see how he opts to do this last part. Or next part, rather. True, Iggle, because you spend all that time waiting for the ball to drop off the first section. It kind of does feel like we've maxed out most traditional competitions for Fantastic Contraption. Okay, not a bad idea from Mark, but I think his... oh, interesting ramp from Chicken Bob. Don't know why he went what to me seems more complicated than necessary, but... I mean, that'll work, I guess? I'm surprised at how much Chicken Bob is struggling with this part. Like, is he just trying to get the perfect ramp? And does this work for Mark? Oh, he did not let it play out. That almost looks like it might have worked. The ball might get stuck on the edge. No, it might. Okay, yeah, this might work. I'm just afraid it's going to be rolling too fast and roll over the left. Nope. Okay, so Mark is on the part 2. We have ourselves a race. Not only that, Mark has what is, in my opinion, a much easier way to get the ball to the bottom. And so we have a race on the bottom. Chicken Bob opting to use the ghost rod. Mark, it looks like, is just going to try a traditional brown ramp. What is going on with Chicken Bob's design at the moment? I am confused. Like, this looks cool, but I think it's overcomplicated. I think he wants to time it so the goal piece gets trapped in there and like trapped in that little basket he created and swings around the bottom. But I feel like he's going to end up scrapping this for something else. Like, this kind of feels like a waste of time from Chicken Bob right now. Yeah, he's kind of scrapping it. Let's see if he completely scraps it. I don't know that that pulp bridge will be long enough for Mark. Ooh, maybe. But the angle's not quite good. Also, his base is not all the way on the ground, which is giving him less length than it should. And again, he is opting for the brown rod connected in the wrong spot, in my opinion. Okay, now Chicken Bob is going super traditional. Not quite working out, but he will fix that and be in a really good spot, I think. Well, once he makes it work, I think Chicken Bob is going to be in a really good spot. This is really close. Like, it would be sick to see them both just press play on a working bridge at the bottom and see whose design is faster. I don't think it'll make it that far because Mark is starting over and Chicken Bob might have a working... Oh, he stopped it. That might have worked the way it was. Oh, that's painful. I thought he had a working design. Oh, Mark, FC2 brain. This is more complicated than you need. It's all Mark knows. He's going back to his roots. You're seeing an FC2 player in his natural element. Most creatures have a fight or flight response. FC2 creatures have a fight, flight, or parallel extender response. I mean, maybe this will... No, it will work, but not in time. This is going to work for chickenbob right now. Oh, what happened? What happened? That's exactly what I was afraid of on chickenbob's cart earlier, was that the ramp on top sags too much. Okay, Mark has a chance if he can get this cart together. Or get his bridge together. Oh, but it's not going to be in... Oh, no, he still has a chance. chickenbob has not figured out how to fix the cart. You just got to rework that final piece of your bridge, Mark. Not bad, but not long enough. Take the ending joint and stick it all... Okay, that works. Yep. Do exactly what you're doing. But move your mouse a little quicker. I think this is a chickenbob win right here. I don't see it getting stuck anywhere. This should work for chickenbob. All right, chickenbob with the win. Well done. Those last two matches were both super close. chickenbob just happened to be the one to pull it out. Pretty close match today. Hope you guys enjoyed the levels. We happened to save 2 of our levels, which helps me out because I still don't have all the levels I need created. So I can just reuse 2 that were going to be for this one for a future one. No, we're not doing the last 2 levels for fun. I need to save them because I don't feel like making additional levels. Because I've made a lot for this competition. So that will wrap up this match. Noya plays or Murmur tomorrow at 6 p.m. for our other semifinals competition. And chickenbob will be playing the winner of them in the finals. So thanks so much for hanging out, everyone.